Let's face it, we'd all like to save a buck or two when we can. If you don't know where to start, well, 3 Montgomery County brothers have the app for you. It's called Truebill, a personal finance app that allows users to find, track, and manage their subscription services and recurring bills.
Truebill makes it really easy to immediately see the subscriptions you're paying for. I was paying for a $40 a month bill for a security service that I had moved out of the house. And this is impacting a lot of people where we sign up for all these things. They're often free trials, and then they turn into paying things and you totally forget about it.
Truebill also offers to negotiate with cable companies, mobile phone companies, and others to get subscribers lower prices.
And honestly, who has time to scan a pile of statements looking for changes? Well, the good news is you don't have to. Enter Truebill.
It's sort of a one-stop shop for managing your financial life.
We sent it out to friends and family, maybe like 30 people. And everyone came back to us and was like, oh my God, I found something I didn't know about. And so we said, okay, like a little light bulb went off, maybe there's something here. And so for me, that was really kind of the tipping point of, oh, there's something here that is a big opportunity, or at least a big need.
The Mokhtarzada brothers, Haroon, Yahya, and Idris, all grew up in Montgomery County, graduating from Blair High School and the University of Maryland. They've brought their business back to their hometown from the San Francisco Bay Area. At the ribbon cutting for their new headquarters in Silver Spring, Haroon told the crowd relocating to Montgomery County was an easy sell.
Thank you guys so much. One day I went to my kids and I said, hey guys, I know how much you love Berkeley. How do you feel about going back to Maryland? And they said, yes, let's go immediately.
This is home. When you say born and raised, like, not only were we raised here, but this place raised us. It's a great place. Education-wise, I mean, we all just got a great education through Montgomery County, especially with Haroon and Zeki and the magnet. Getting the science and math education was paramount.
Councilmember Evan Glass got wind of Truebill's relocation back to Montgomery County and jumped in to help make the transition happen.
So when I learned that Haroon wanted to bring Truebill to Montgomery County, and I learned about the business, I realized that it is exactly the type of new technology business that we want here in Montgomery County, but what made it even better was the fact that the Mokhtarzada family is from Silver Spring, from Montgomery County, and it's a real homecoming. And so now their office is located right across the street from the Silver Spring Transit Center with what will be a direct connection via the Purple Line to the University of Maryland and one of the largest IT undergraduate departments in the entire country. So their workforce is a few stops away on the Purple Line, and I know that they're going to make Montgomery County a beautiful place to live, work, and raise a family.
When the brothers were working on making the company's transition to Silver Spring, they rented space at one of the county's incubator sites and took advantage of incentives for leasing and hiring. Those options weighed heavily in their decision to bring their business to Montgomery County.
I am coming back to Maryland, but the choice was, one, should it be headquarters, which means should we be hiring more people here? And now that we have that incentive, we actually are preferring to hire the people here, whereas before there was no reason to prefer that at all, right? So that's one. And then the second is, even if we're going to move to this area, there's different spots, right? You can go to PG County, you can go to DC, you can go to somewhere else. And so those did help kind of tip the scales. Now, obviously, our heart was to come here, but balancing that against other competing offers would have been difficult unless we also had the support of the county.
This particular story is exactly what we want to replicate. We want to make sure that people understand all the assets that Montgomery County has, the school system, the spirit of entrepreneurship, the diversity that really does help make things like this a reality, and the fact that our quality of life is really excellent. So we're so excited to be able to point to this story and be able to replicate that as much as possible.
The Truebill app is free, and subscribers can pay extra for add-on features.
One is a dashboard, which is showing you, look, how much have you spent this month? How's that comparing to last month? And what bills are coming up in the next couple of days? A bunch of really great reports. So it shows you your spending over time, and then it shows you kind of breakdowns as well. And we even have services where we'll actually help you lower bills. So we'll identify bills that look too high. We'll help negotiate those down for you. And if you want to start a savings account, we actually have a smart savings program where it'll automatically put away money when you have extra money towards goals that you have.
That's terrific. So those are add-ons to the app that you can add on, which is
Correct. Those are add-ons and they're optional. But the app is free for anyone to download and use just as is. And then if you want to get into some of the more advanced features, it's a few dollars a month to do that.
Yes! Truebill just canceled my Hulu subscription. I had totally forgotten about it.
So far, the app has saved subscribers more than $14 million. There are 32 employees in the Silver Spring office, and the brothers plan to add 95 new jobs over the next 4 years.
I think fundamentally we just want to make it dead simple to do the right thing with your finances. And so finances cause a lot of stress for people. There was a statistic that more than half of Americans have cried about their finances in the last year. The amount of overdraft fees and things we see from our users is insane. And so we want to make it kind of just bring it back to hey, finances are simple. We'll take care of whatever we can for you, and if we can't take care of it, we'll let you know that hey, you should pay attention to this.
And what's it like working side by side with family in a field that's constantly changing?
And each one of us had a different skill set that we brought to the table. So Harun had fantastic vision and managerial skills. Idris obviously contributed a ton on the engineering. And then myself, I sort of jumped in and started helping partnerships or really anything else that needed helping with. And so it ended up being a very symbiotic, complementary bond.
I mean, what's great is that you have full trust and confidence in your founders, right? And I never think they're trying to maybe go around me or something like that, right? You can be very direct.
Where do you learn to debate? You learn to debate with your family, right, around the dinner table. And so everyone has their own style of debate that they learned growing up based on how their parents were and everything else. So the good thing is we have the same style. So we're going to get into debates, but at least we're speaking to each other and we're speaking the same style. And I think that actually makes it a lot easier to get through issues.
It's clear these brothers have a deep mutual respect for one another, which must be the secret sauce to their success. Reporting from Silver Spring, I'm Susan Kennedy.